Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In today's natural gas weekly recap, natural gas prices are currently trading 355 and a half, up 7.6 cents or 2.18%. As you can see, prices have been up for the past six sessions now as we hit the low at 3.007. And now it looks like things are starting to move up again. But why? Well, we don't have a tremendous amount of weather. We still have a drought in the Southwest. We do have more LNG exports, and production seems to have dipped off. But we also have, more importantly, weakness in the crude oil market, which will eventually pull down associated gas volumes, which is supportive for natural gas. Currently, right now, again, we're trading 355.40, and we've got resistance here at 356.60. That is our first daily pivot resistance, and above that at 365.30, and well above that 376.60. So let's take a look at the hourly chart. As you can see, we're holding just below that 356.60 pivot resistance, and we're above the daily pivot at 345.30. The RSI is starting to indicate that we may be a little overbought for today. We'll look to see if prices do come back down, but then it's next week, and let's see what happens. It could be another booming week for natural gas, but I think it will probably be just choppy. What happened with storage? Storage was released yesterday on a delay, was plus 107. This was slightly below expectations, running closer to 112 to 115. We are now above 2 TCF, and we still have a few more months to go for obviously the injection season all the way through October. But we do have to have a very healthy injection season here, and let's hope it's not a hot summer, but I think that's what's causing the market also to rebound. And let's take a look at those front to back spreads. Here's the Jan versus the June spread. As you can see, it just hit that 160 the other day. That's the break even for storage costs between those months. And we're starting to come off the MACD. This is moving average convergence. Divergence is indicating that we do have some slight weakness here, and we'll look to see if these prices can pull back in. And again, also the same thing for the Jan versus October spread. This spread right now currently trading at 106.90. That is right there. We talked about that 106.20. That was our first resistance on the way up, and then it was 109.80. We're now below that and starting to trade in that range. Again, the MACD has crossed over to the sell side and is indicating some weakness. So we look to see if this spread can start to pull back in closer toward a dollar. Let's take a look at WTI, and this is possibly why we've got some support for natural gas. WTI prices are currently trading at 57.92, and as you can see, it is below this range that we've had now for over a year and a half. As you can see, we are well below where this support level has been in the market going all the way back to 2021. This indicates that this global economy may be shifting to the downside, and that means that maybe the production in the Permian region will start to decline. If so, we're going to lose a lot of associated gas in a hurry. Let's take a look at the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. It is above normal for the Pacific Northwest, but below normal for Texas, which would be counterintuitive to prices going up. But that's where we are today, and it looks like this will continue at least through the end of the month. Let's take a look at these anomalies, the temperature anomalies. As you can see, because of the rain, we've seen below normal temperature anomalies here throughout Texas and all the way back up into the Great Lakes. And then, as you can see, the Northwest starts to warm back up. And then we start to see a broadening pattern of warming temperatures as we start to push out of May and into June. And lastly, the drought. As you can see, the drought continues to expand from San Antonio all the way back through California, which means higher AC load is coming. It's been hot and dry, and it looks like we're going to see lower hydro production as well. So that means we're going to see some localized, natural gas volatility in the Western markets. So again, recapping, we are currently trading 355 and a half, up 7.8 cents or 2.24%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.